Ready?
You're ready to go.
Okay. So what we're going to take a look at is just some examples of the homework or some writing assignments that we did in class. So this class, we did this, usually we do a journal assignments. We try to do one at least 4 times a week. If we have other things to do, then we try to squeeze at least 1 or 2 in the week. So this assignment was, as you can see, the student is doing it on this homework assignment form, as we talked about a couple weeks ago. And they got in the habit of doing that, so it's good. So the topic was 10 years from now, where do you see yourself? And I just want to show you just basic, these are the corrections that I make on this one anyway. And just going to show you like what is the grade or type of grading that we give for maybe positive check or a negative. So this one, although they use a lot of I's, and as you can see here, you know, later on I kind of mentioned that you should not do that too much. I think I put that here. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, start to write beyond I. Okay, that's a major problem with some students. And then just kind of sign it just to say, hey, listen, look, it's authentic. I do not do that on every one that we have, but this is very example. So here's a positive one. Not too many corrections, okay, some just grammar, basic grammar stuff. Okay, so this next one here is another positive, so it's a bit longer, a bit different type of writing. Now this term we are more focused on spelling and obviously the focus of the correcting. As you can see, I'm not correcting all the grammar. If this was term 1, maybe I would correct all the grammar and try to make it make sense. But as you can see here that there is grammar mistakes and I'm not correcting. But I'm just underlining parts that are maybe spelling or some basic things. Is this a comma or word of punctuation? So there's not too many things on this one, and again, it's a positive, and I write good writing. I said some sentence fragments, but otherwise it's okay. And this is actually a good student in class. This is fun. Okay, so we're going to go down the score now. So now this one's going to check. So this is satisfactory, but you know, could improve. Okay, what is the topic? First of all, the follow direction. We put the topic up here. That's the first problem. And then as we look down here, sure, it's a little bit harder to read, right? But as you can see, a lot more spelling mistakes. Children, and I guess it's married, I'm sure, me, something like that here. Obviously, a lot more spelling mistakes, and it's really what I'm looking for in this writing assignment. So we got like, okay, more, less a check because we more mistakes. So I put watch spelling and sentence structure, okay? Give example. And for some reason, I noticed after I scanned this, that the student forgot to put the name. So this student, whoever it is, would usually get a negative if they didn't put their name on it. But I didn't notice that until after I scanned it. So anyway, they would get a check if the name was there. If no name, then minus. Because anything you do in life, as I tell them, that's the first thing you should put on the document is your name. Okay, so the next one is a negative. So you can see it really comes a difference now here, is that a lot more correction. I'm not really sure. These brackets mean that I'm not really sure of what they're writing. Okay, these lines here means, okay, you're missing subjects. You cannot just drop in some words and it's a sentence. So there's a lot more problems here. Although they got the topic, that's great, but the content is where the problem is. So down here I write too many fragments, missing subjects, and or caps. I'm very adamant about this capitalization. If you don't do this or you don't put full stops, it will equal automatically a negative. So this is one assignment type of thing we do, writing as in the classroom. They don't take this home and do it. Okay, they do it in the classroom usually. I give them, it depends on what the subject is. Something like this is maybe 8 sentences. We maybe give them 30 or 40 minutes. On the top of the hour, I usually give the assignment and let them write till the end of class.
Do most of them take the whole 30 to 40 minutes to complete?
Yes, and sometimes if we have the overlap in 1 o'clock class, I let them continue there. there's only a very few students that can finish within 20 minutes or 30 minutes time. Okay, so the next assignment. Now this is a bit different assignment. This is a similar assignment that branches from the writing in class. And this assignment was during the week was for writing a personal letter. And it could be apology or a sorry, I was bad to you, or dear personal somebody, or there's a personal letter type of thing. It had to be in 2 paragraphs, and we talked about form, about typing. And so this would be something we would use here. We would practice writing the topic on this first. They come up, check it with me. I check some spots in my circles. Okay, you need to fix this or that. And they go back and edit it, bring it back up to me. Okay, check if they need some help on this. Okay, well, this is better. And usually they will correct it as I'm saying. So, what is this? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like this. So it's already getting good like that they can correct, see their problems, and they'll fix them. And then the final draft would be, okay, you go home, you type it, it is due the next day or whenever it's due that week. Now they have the choice of whether they will use me or not. I say, please utilize the time. I do not go around to them. I say, you come up and bring it to me. Because you have some students that sit in class and that maybe, they think, oh, my writing is good enough, so I'll take it and take my chance. Okay, so as you can see here, we talked about a bit word, and there's obviously some spelling problems again. Obviously they should use spell check. I believe this is the one student that he told me he has this problem with me in mind. And as you can see, as he did that problem here. There's a few errors here and there. Now again, as you can see, I'm not correcting all the grammar. We're just looking for does it flow? Okay, we're not looking for fluency, obviously, on the grammar writing as of yet. So this is a pretty good score. It's okay, satisfactory. Okay, and this next one will also have a plus as well. And there's not too many, problems. Maybe I wasn't sure really. Okay, I corrected this. That's why I underlined it for them. And they took my advice in the class and corrected it. Some students, you help them correct something in class for some crazy reason. They just type the same old one and then hand in that. So it has all the errors back in it. So this is underlined because I corrected them with that. And this didn't make sense. Maybe this takes care should be. Takes care. And this here, the punctuation, a lot of times, okay, one time not too bad, but if this is often where they, instead of putting full stops, they're putting commas, then they would have a problem. Okay, so let's go to no. Okay, so this one is a check. Now this is the assignment on top, and I obviously specifically said do not put it there. This is a letter, pretending we're writing a real letter. It's not an assignment. So, okay, well I didn't take off with that, but I just slashed it and said, hey, don't do that. But down here, it's a bit, okay, this is a check, as you can see. Now it looks, okay, it looks alright, not too bad, but this is the main problem. Okay, you will drop very fast in my class grade from positive to a check or a negative if something's like this basic capitalization is missing. So that's a very specific thing. This here means, okay, I don't know what we're going on when dating. It has nothing to do with what he's writing here. So I don't know what that is exactly. And some is caps in strange places. So that'd be an example of a check. And yeah, and that's all I have on here. I don't have any negatives. The negatives is usually example of a negative that I did not scan on here would be maybe they had one sentence or two sentences. They obviously did not check with the teacher as we took 2 days or so to do this. A lot of students requested that we have, so what I did was on Saturday we had the writing the draft and they're checking it over. So I gave them the full day, or the full class to do that. Then on the next day, Sunday, we maybe do something else, normal class. And they requested to me, they said, oh, can we have another day to work on it and check our errors? I said, okay. So I gave them, I think it was either the Tuesday, I think this was a Wednesday assignment that's due. And so they wanted to recheck. And that's some of them. But some of them, again, they just don't. And I encourage them to do that, to take advantage of the teacher. and they can check as many times, and some check, every word in the sentence they want to check with you, and that's fine. And yeah, so that's just an example of some of the writing assignments that we're doing, and we're obviously, this is the end of term 2 almost, so we're getting more advanced, and I'm having them require more typing because that's the normal life assignments that you go to college. Okay, so that's all I have for this example presentation.